So greetings from my backyard once again. And yes, we do have some more mail to share. I got a number of packages that came in. Also some packages came in for John, which I'll share some clips. I took them over to his house on several occasions and he opened them, so I'll share those clips with you. Also, I'm going to talk about a few other life updates. There's another video series that I'm kind of planning on working on. I mentioned the video series where I'm going to explore certain highways. I'm actually planning on doing that one this afternoon, the Route 501 episode, the first one. I actually haven't filmed. I think I mentioned that in my other most recent mail time video. I was going to do a new series, but I'm only starting that today. Hopefully getting out. It's a beautiful day to do it. So there's another series that's been kind of working in my head. Probably share with you a little bit. Also, I'm going to share some about my journals. Some of you know I keep some journals. A lot of you are familiar with this one, where my county high points. But I thought I'd share some of the others that I have with you. I know somebody sent me some last year as a gift. I still have those. I actually had to get those out of storage because I was kind of planning on moving this summer, but we'll talk about that too. That's probably not going to happen this summer or this year, but that's just one of those updates I might talk to you about a little bit. So a couple of different things I'm going to share with you today. This beautiful, what is today? Wednesday morning. Today's May 11th, I believe. So let's share the mail first, and then we'll get to some of these other things. All right, so the first item that came in from Amazon. Someone sent it from Amazon, but there's no name attached to it. The address just says Amazon. So I don't know who sent this, but it's a t-shirt. It has the "Not All Who Wander Are Lost" on it. It's a big, it's a long sleeve. I like the long sleeve t-shirts, but this is a big one. This is a 2XL. So whoever sent it, thank you. Although I just say I'm not a 2XL. I'm only a large if you send me anything. But you know, I did try this on. It's a little big, but it actually is kind of comfortable. So makes like a nice shirt to wear in the evening, like a comfy shirt in the evening, because it kind of sticks out past my hands a little bit, and I don't know, kind of almost like wearing a blanket a little bit. So it is a cool shirt though. So thank you to whoever sent it, unless it was just Amazon deciding to send me a package because I buy so much stuff from them, but I don't think that's the case. So thank you for that. Speaking of t-shirts, let's do this package. This is from, let me see who this is from here. Yeah, this is from Lydia. Sent me a nice letter. Oh, and some information about the Lebanon Valley Conservancy. And speaking of the Lebanon Valley Conservancy, she sent me a t-shirt. Says, "I dig trees." I do like trees. I don't usually dig them up, but that's not saying that you dig up trees. It's just saying you like trees. So cool. And that one is a large, so it'll fit me just nicely. And some other stuff in here. Oh, the Cliff Bars. I've been eating these lately. I never had the peanut butter and honey with sea salt one though, so we'll try that one. Oh, she did all the chocolate chip ones. These are good too. I just had one of these recently. Chocolate chip. And this, oh, chocolate mint Power Crunch bar. I might, yeah, part of me wants to try this now, but these go good in my food bag, so I think I'm just gonna save that, put it in my food bag. Although I'm really kind of tempted to try it now. So thank you, Lydia, for those gifts. They're all well appreciated. All right, so the next box is from Kathleen. She actually sent me a box, and John. So before I show this to you, she said it's called a rag rug. It's huge. So I'll show you part of it over here. It's a huge rag rug. If you're not familiar with these, I guess if I hold the whole thing out, you won't be able to see the whole thing. My grandmother used to make these. I actually have some in the basement somewhere. I think they need to be washed though. But they are from the Great Depression era. My grandmother grew up in the Great Depression, and you know, you think about it, today we waste things. When you have something left over, you just throw it away. But back then, during the Great Depression, when everything was valuable, all the scraps that were left over from making whatever they made, the rags, they would sew them up into things like rugs and stuff, and make use out of them. So I'm familiar with these. I have a couple from my grandmother. So they tend to be very colorful, and all different types of fabrics in it, colors and patterns. But it was a way of using leftover material and not wasting it, so that's pretty cool. So she had a note there that I can use that in my dream home someday. But we'll talk about that, about my dream home a little bit later. And like I said, she also sent me a box to give to John. I'll share that clip with you now. She made something similar, but it was a blanket made out of scraps of yarn. So I'll go ahead and show you that clip now, John checking that out. All right, so here's John opening the box.
The gift. Oh, cool. I could definitely use one of these. This other blanket that I have sort of isn't very warm. Nice.
I think she said that she made that one from yarn scraps.
That's what it looks like. That's nice.
It's pretty big there too.
Yeah, that is. I keep my temperature down low because that way when I get home I don't have to put the air conditioners on or anything like that. I have it at like 65. Very nice. And it fits me too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this idea of John getting gifts. You know?
I like this idea of John getting gifts.
You know, well, we might have to put a stop to this.
Well, you know that it makes you more popular. So.
Right there he is with his blankie.
Yes, all right, Nike. Thank you so much.
Yep. All right, so I got another box here to share with you with some goodies in it. This is from April and Clayton. Sent me a nice card. There's some goodies in here. Now I had to be careful with these. Sometimes I get these packages, I try to save everything so I can share it in the video, but sometimes it's a little difficult not to eat the stuff. There's a little box of chocolates here. Adirondack chocolates. This is one of those I had to hold off eating. But you know what? Now I can. I have it upside down. Oh well. There they are. So we're gonna eat this one together. There's more in this box besides those. Let's see what this is. Unfortunately, you can't have any. Yeah, I think there's different kinds in there. But another, sorry, I'm still eating here. Another one from Adirondack Chocolates. Little chocolate Easter bunny. Check these out. They're like little turtles. Oh, pure maple sugar shapes. Oh man, we gotta try one of these. These are not the type of things I put in my food bag, like the power bars and stuff, so we eat these here. If I can get it open. Let me get back to you on that. Yeah, it definitely smells like maple sugar, and they are like little turtles there. Bite its head off. Oh wow. Yeah, it's like pure. Wow. That's sweet. It's like pure, like crystalline maple. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Well, I mean, the package did say it was pure. Wow. I love maple syrup, maple flavored things. Man, if you need a boost of sugar. Wow. Right. Those are good and super sweet. Also, a bag of black licorice. Hometown candies. More black licorice. The soft Australian kind. Those are good. I think I'll save those though. Oh, here's another little Easter egg from Adirondack Chocolates. Oh, what's this? Oh, coffee, Hiker's Delight. That will be used, definitely. And a train whistle. I tried this earlier. There you go, choo-choo whistle. All right, thank you. Thank you for that box. Lots of goodies in there, sugary goodies. I don't eat all the sugary goodies all at once. Just, you know, I kind of spread them out so I don't get a sugar overload all at once. All right, here's a package from Midge. Where's the card? Here's the card. I think this is for Memorial Day already. It's coming up. So thank you for the gift that was inside there. And two little things in here. One of these these honey stinger waffles. Someone sent me a whole box of these once. I didn't know what they were, but man, these things are so good. This is going to disappear quickly. And, oh, little pastry crisp strawberries. So these two will go in my food bag, and they will not last long at all. All right, I got one more package to share, but I'm going to go ahead and show you another clip of another package that came in for John from Betty. So I actually stopped in last night to drop that off for him, and he opened it up. So I'll share that clip with you now. So here he is, his gift from Betty. We already opened it up and looked at it a little bit, but he's going to share with you what he got.
There's packaging.
Ooh, exciting.
Some more packaging.
It's always, you know.
I got a really nice card from her. It's a really pretty handmade card with a really nice note congratulating on me with my healing so far and stuff like that, which is really kind. I appreciate that because it's been quite the experience. She also sent a book. It's Blood Sugar 101, What They Don't Tell You About Diabetes, which is a huge help because anything I can get, because that is one of the things that is sort of, it's up and down. Like, for the most part, my numbers are pretty good, but then every now and then it's a little weird, and with working as much as I am now, it's sort of trying to adjust to knowing what I should take insulin-wise, what I shouldn't, because my numbers my blood sugar gets really low.
Every different food acts differently too. Sometimes. Yeah,
so it's just a matter of, that's one of the things you learn as you go along. I really appreciate that. Also got a French vanilla coffee here.
I might take that from him.
Yeah, he's going to be stealing some of this stuff, I have a feeling. I'm going to let him have some of the
packaging. Oh, wow, you're so kind.
I also got gourmet apple orchard green tea.
I might steal that from him too.
Green tea.
I told him to charge him because I got to pay for that P.O. box that you guys.
I offered him some quarters that I have on the table.
Start charging him. Get any more packages.
But that's all from Betty. I believe it was Betty, right?
Yep, Betty.
Yep, Betty. So thank you, Betty, so much. I really do appreciate it.
All right, my last package is from Marty. She sends me. She's a regular when it comes to packages, which is okay. Beautiful, beautiful card. Life is better on the porch. Definitely is. Thank you for the gift that was inside. And she sent me some goodies. The trail mix. Trail mix is always good for the food bag. The Nutter Butters. And a stick of beef jerky. I'm actually out of I actually don't have any big sticks of beef jerky anymore, but I love the beef jerky. So thank you, Marty, for those gifts. All right, so like I said, I do want to share some of my journals with you, and I do want to share a little bit about another video series that's kind of working on in my head. But let me show you the journals first. Some of you have seen these before. You know that I do these, but I kind of have I love these leather journals that you get from Barnes & Noble. I kind of have an addiction for them a little bit, but I do enjoy writing, and I've kind of got back into that again. Sometimes, you know, you kind of go through phases. You kind of get into it and kind of not. I've actually been working on a book that I need to get back into again. It's called The Clowns of Panther Mountain. I hate clowns, but the clowns in this book are not actually clowns. They're just these creatures that look like clowns, and they live on the ground and come out at night, and you know, they attack people and stuff. So it's like a book for my nightmares. But so I do enjoy writing, but like I said, sometimes I just kind of get out of it. But I kind of put some things on hold because I was planning on moving sooner, but that's gonna be a little bit later. Because I know someone just last summer someone sent me some journals. I think it was Lisa, and I had to get these out of storage down in the basement because I'm gonna use them now. I'd packed a lot of stuff away because I was kind of putting a lot of things on hold to get back to later, but probably won't be. I'm not sure I'll be moving this year. Things are kind of weird right now with the housing market and stuff, and because a lot, you know, I take care of my mom, and she was. I think there's still plans for her to move in with somebody else in the future here, but they were going to build an addition onto their home. But if you know anything about what's going on with the cost of lumber, at least here in America, it's just outrageous. Lumber prices so new construction costs are through the roof. And also the housing market is nuts right now. Everything is just so overpriced. It's just ridiculous. There's memes on Facebook. You know, someone has like some old beat up shack in their backyard selling it for like $300,000, which is a joke. It's an exaggeration, but it's kind of indicative of what's going on out there. So I don't know. Right now is not a good time to be buying houses or real estate. So we'll see. You know, I don't have to move, but I would like to someday. But I want to do it the right way. So anyway, these journals. I actually started using these before I started filming. I just went hiking and took pictures, and I would take pictures of things I found and then write about them in my journal. Just have different titles for them and stuff. It was kind of fun. It's really relaxing and peaceful. I enjoyed it. So this one's full, and then I got another one of the same kind and started working on that one. Didn't quite fill this one up yet, but this is one of those that I kind of forgot about a little bit, but I want to get back to doing some of that stuff again. A lot of you are familiar with this one. This one has my High Point adventures in. I keep my, the High Point map in there that you see often. And yeah, I write about the different high points I've done. Have pictures and everything. And since I was doing the county high points, I decided to buy one for the state high points that I started doing. Got the first state there, Delaware. I did in 2019, so needed a state high point one. And then there's another one. This one's cool because it has the little flaps that you got to open up. This one's dusty. This one was for, I was going to write about my edible and medicinal plants. I kind of didn't get very far into this one. I do like to draw sometimes, so I was starting to draw some pictures too. That's another one I need to get working on soon. And then recently, I was at Barnes & Noble with John. He got me a gift card for Christmas, and so I had to buy one. Life is a journey, take notes along the way. But I had a purpose in mind for this one. This one is, I'm writing about the legends of Pennsylvania. And recently I did a video on the Hermit of Hawk Mountain. So that's the first story I wrote about. So it's this thing where I write and share pictures of that adventure with. So these are great. You know, people mentioned about getting these published. Maybe someday. That can be difficult getting things published. Like I said, then I have these two. These were given to me as a gift last summer, I believe, from Lisa. So I pulled these out of storage because I'm probably going to use them this summer. I was trying to think. I'm careful, I want to be careful about what I write in these because, these are beautiful leather journals. I don't want to start writing something and I realize it's not something I want to write about and then waste these. So I want to write about stuff that I know that I can fill the journal up and will be useful for me. So I think one of these, at least, is going to be, I'm going to start writing about the waterfalls in Pennsylvania that I visit. So I do visit quite a few of those. So maybe one will be for eastern Pennsylvania and one for western Pennsylvania, different waterfalls. So that's what I think I'm going to do with these. Unless you have a better idea. But I want to make use of these too now, since I have time. I'm done teaching for the year, so my schedule kind of opens up. I can do stuff like that. Yeah, so if you're someone that likes to write and record things, these journals are a great thing to use. They can be a little expensive, but I feel like they make it more special. I mean, you can buy just a regular paper journal for like $5, but these I love the smell too. These are just a lot more special. All right. And so yeah, I want to talk about another little series that I'm thinking about doing. I've been thinking about this one for a while too. I know I'm starting that other one today, finally, the one on different Pennsylvania highways. Kind of looking forward to that, doing that one today. Stopping at some places that I'm familiar with and some not so familiar with. But another series, I'm not sure I'm going to name this one yet. Maybe like Campfire Chats. I got to find a place to do it. I mean, there's a campfire spot over here, but there's also traffic noise, which I don't really know that I want in that video. So what's it going to be? It's going to be a little bit different than some of my other videos, but it's just stuff that I feel like is important to me and I want to share with you, different topics. Because I know years ago I made a video on dealing with toxic and abusive people. I shared that video from my own life experiences, and that video was very popular. I mean, a ton of people responded to that video about similar experiences they had. It was very helpful to people, and I think that's, we go through tough times in life, and sometimes we wonder why we go through those tough times, but sometimes it's because having gone through a tough time yourself, you're able to help other people through those times. So some of the videos might be like that, but I think the first video is going to be a video on preparedness. That's something that's been heavy on my mind recently, considering how the past, year or so has been. things have been very uneasy, at least in this country and around the world, with different things. There's a whole slew of things that have been going on, and you know, if we're honest, we're really not prepared. Even not just, I'm not talking about just, you know, the things that are going on, things I don't want to mention, you know, the C word and other things, but just like this past winter in Texas, the power grid failed, and you know, record cold temperatures came in, and people were just, it was a tough time for people. Some people died. You know, a lot of times we're just not prepared for stuff. You know, when the power goes out in the evening, you know, we start immediately, everything stops. You know, your life just stops. You know, if you're watching the internet, or if you were cooking, if you were doing anything, you know, the power's out. Your life just stops. You know, you start looking for the flashlight. Where's the flashlight? You finally find the flashlight, turn it on. The batteries don't work anymore. So where's spare batteries? You realize you don't have any. You know, there's all these things you realize that you need to do to be better prepared. But then, you know, a couple hours later, the power usually comes back on, and then you kind of forget about all that stuff. But what are you gonna do when one of these days if the power doesn't come back on, at least for a while, you know, or just things get really bad in this country, or depending on where you're from. So there's things kind of want to share about preparedness that have been heavy on my mind, the things that I'm kind of doing to prepare for who knows what, maybe. So that's probably the first video I'll do, and then there'll just be other videos that won't necessarily be outdoor themed, but just things I feel like sharing with you that are on my own heart and mind that might be helpful or useful to you. Because I get these things that just kind of stew in my mind. I feel the need to share with you guys things that are on my mind that might be helpful to you, or maybe not, depending on your perspective. So it'll be like campfire chats. I want to go a place where I can have a little campfire out in the woods, probably somewhere it's quiet. We can listen to the crackling fire, have some scenes where it's just the fire, and then chatting with you about some things. So anyway, that's the plan. We'll see what happens with it though. So anyway, thanks for all the gifts, and I'll see you around. Go out and film today, get that video done, Route 501, and I'll see you around.